Namaste, my name is Gautam, and today I'm going to share my Kundalini awakening. I know this is my first video, so I'll get confused, so I wrote down some list like to point it out. So, yeah, my first Kundalini awakening was triggered by psychedelics, and psychedelics in the sense LSD. And my first Kundalini awakening happened in 2014, and now it's 2017. It's been long. So starting it happened and like I used to stay in Mumbai, so I got a good job, a very good job working for Bollywood as a storyboard artist. And after getting the job, I got a call from my friend who stays in Goa, and he's like, I'm free. And he was a pen friend, so he's like, I'm free, I don't have a job, so I'm here in Goa, so let's meet up. So I was like, okay. And I missed the opportunity to work in Bollywood. This doesn't matter anymore because the experience what I was about to have was much more far better than anything I ever expected. So yeah, it started. So I went to Goa, and I was there almost for like 1 month. So he had a proper house and everything. So it was like, okay, so we don't have to worry anything. And he was all alone. He's not from India as well. So he was there. He was a bartender. He was working over there. So So what happens is he used to work on the bar. So the owner of the bar, it was the birthday of the owner of the bar, and so it was like we had drinks, but not that much. But he was like, "There's something special," and I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Wait, you will be surprised." And then suddenly, in the mid, he took me behind the bar, and there was a small tequila shot glasses were there, and there was one pin to pick, and there was a silver, what do you say, silver cloth kind of a thing. There was a blue dot, which afterwards I came to know it's a blobber or something. I don't know, I just did it once. So I took that, and he was like, okay, that's okay. And I asked what's that, and he was like, no, that's okay, you're gonna have fun anyways. And I was like, okay. And then I danced on the floor, and suddenly what happened, sorry for the sun, and suddenly what happened is like the floor started to breathe. And I was quite shocked on seeing this because this was the first time I'm experiencing acid, as well as too much of acid. So the flow started to breathing and everything, and this was my first time, and I was like shocked. And he was in the bar, and so he was working. I don't know how come he was working, but it was in the starting point. It didn't came in the peak or something. And then yeah, everything was breathing, and so I took a chair and I sat down. I don't remember what happened. Then suddenly I start see, you know, music and music were merging with each other like kaleidoscope, a kaleidoscope. Like they were just merging with each other. And then suddenly what happened? Uh, I went to my friend and told him what's going on, and he was saying that I was telling the same thing. I need a glass of water for like 1 hour. I was in kind of a loop, and then I got out of the loop, and he calmed me down. He's like, relax, just calm down. Then I came down, and everything. When I came down, everything was like I can actually see it, because when I was panicking, I can't see it. Everything was like woof, woof. You can't see it properly. You are like bombarded with everything, lights, colors, visuals. And suddenly when I came down, then I told him like I want to puke. So I went to the toilet, and when I puked in the toilet seat, the toilet hole, when I puked there, uh, something fell on my shoulder. And then when I looked up straight, there was a hole on the rooftop. And on the rooftop, uh, that thing, I just saw that, and then I see the toilet hole once again, which was downstairs, like down. I looked down, and there was the hole was there, and then I look up, and there was this hole was there. I was like, okay, toilet hole is fine, but there was a hole there. Then what I did is like I waved my hand, and what I can see is the toilet seat is there, the hole is there. The, it was like a second floor, and there was me on the second floor. As I waved my hand, I can see there was another person under the hole, and he was waving the same thing. And as I look above, there was the hole. It was me as well above. He was doing the same thing, and I was like, it was kind of a mirror layer, like this. Okay, it was kind of a building, and I was everywhere, like everywhere in the building. It was kind of a round. I'm in the middle. When I puked, the puke came to the circle and fell into me. So when I puked, the puke came into the circle and fell into me. I was like shocked. Then I zoomed out. I don't know how come I zoomed out and I saw everything was in circle. I was in a circle, but multiple of me in a circle. And then I came out of the washroom, and everything was bright, too bright, and it was going with the music. And I danced and danced, and my friend came like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can get it. I can see everything, whatever I want to see, and this is amazing." And he's like, "Yeah, I know, but you need to be calm." And I was like, "Okay." And then he just sent me to the dance floor, and I was dancing there. I was dancing, and then literally something happened. It's like the dance floor has this cube boxes where the lights goes like red, blue, green. They started to pop out like a staircase, what you see in Mario's and other games. Like you run and pops out, the boxes pops out, everything pops out, and I was dancing on the top of the box, and there was literally no one next to me, and I was dancing. And when I reached to the final box, there were few questions been given to me. The questions were like, uh, what's going on? The first thing was like, what's going on? And suddenly that thing came to my mind, like, what's going on? Why I'm here? And everything started, to come in. And I don't know what happened. I suddenly go and ask my friend, like, what's going on? And I don't know what that was a trip, I guess. I don't know, trip. That was an awakening, part of an awakening of ego death. uh, I asked my friend, and he was like, "You, everybody's celebrating because it's your birthday." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not my birthday. It's the owner's birthday." And the other people, the group was there. The whole club was like, "No, no, it's your birthday." And I was like, "How come it's my birthday?" And they were like, "You, today you're gonna die." And I was like, "What? Are you crazy? Today you're gonna die?" And I was like, "What? Are you crazy?" And yeah, so they started to ask me some questions like, where what are you made of now, what do you think, what you are actually. Then I started thinking. I was like, I'm made of matter, molecules and atoms. And they were like, go to the next level. Then I said like, I'm made of going to the next level is like, I'm made of maths. Then like, no, go to the next level. Then I said, I'm made by God, probably. Like, final answer was like, I'm probably made by God. And then there was the next level of question. What's the next level of question? And the next level of question which hits me, and I was like blown away, and I had my complete ego death was, the last answer was like, if I'm alive, I see each and everything, and if I'm not alive, then I don't see each what I don't see anything. So that was the answer. Since that came, that I'm alive, and being alive is so precious and powerful, something opened up through my sky, and the rooftop, it 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 went away. It like blasted out, and there was clear blue sky, clear blue sky. And there was this, I was standing, I looked up, and there was like clear blue sky. And then I looked down, and there was this green, very beautiful green grass. I was in an island, and there was a whole lot of, like, I was in an island and it was surrounded by sea. At the end point, at the vintage point, you can actually see the sky and the ocean is actually merging, and there was no clouds. It was totally beautiful. And over there I came to know about being awaken, at that moment of time it was like unconditional love as well as being God. It felt like God, being Brahma. Then I came down. uh, then a whole lot of thing happened. I shouldn't say this, but okay. uh, Suddenly I came down. I saw a whole lot of things. Then suddenly what happened, I started, I was looking something. That vision went away. Everything came down. Like, I saw the blue sky and everything, and suddenly everything went. I was in the club, and I was in the club, and suddenly what happened, as soon as, like, I'm like, like flickering my eyes, the environment was changing. Like, I'm here, then I'm somewhere else, then I'm somewhere else, then I'm somewhere else. I was like going to different places within a blink of an eye. So there is something really happened which will always haunt me. That was, I was when I was in the awakening moment, and that was too much for me to handle it. I was running out of the club because I was out of control. I didn't knew where I was. My friend told me that I was running out of the club, and the security guard was chasing me. The security was chasing me, and yeah. And what happened is, like, since I was chased by the security guard, there was flashbacks, not flashbacks, I think. I will say it like flip flop. Like, sometimes you're here and next time you're somewhere else. Since I was just running, I saw myself like another person with a blink of an eye. Within After a blink of an eye, I was an old man, kind of a sadhu baba, in the sense like a sadhu, a spiritual guy, holy person. I was running and there was cops, the police was chasing me, and you know uh, and then when I blinked again, and then I saw myself running, and the security guards were running, and but I don't have any control. Like, I can go and talk to them, the security guards. Oh, I'm freaking out or something. I was in some other place, and I don't know what happened. They caught me, and I don't remember in the mid. But the last thing what I remember is, uh, I remember my friend was carrying me, and he was holding me, and as soon as he kept me on the bed, I can see myself as that old holy man who was actually shot by the cops. As soon as he kept me on the bed, I can see as myself that man has been shot, and I have been, you know mm, at the same moment I have been like, this is my body, and I'm being getting buried in some ground level. It was happening simultaneously. He was putting me on the bed, and those people were putting me on my grave. So those two things were going simultaneously, which I will never forget in my whole life. And since then there is a whole lot of spiritual things were going on, and I have started working out on my spiritual practice. And yeah, and that was too much of acid actually. When I asked my friend like how much acid was in it, and he was like 700 UG, and I was like shocked to search like 700 UG for the person who is new to this thing is like too much to handle. So yeah, and I don't regret all these things because it was just mind blowing, boggling, being universe, being with everyone. It was like there's no past, there is no present. No, there is no past, there is no present, there's no future, there's no time, there's nothing. You're just there with with open mind, not even a barrier with one person, and under the love of God, which is like unconditional love, which is actually the main source of everything. You can call it consciousness as well, but I'll call it love. So yeah, thank you for listening to my Kundalini awakening, and I'll keep posting, and if you don't understand anything, as in like this is my first video, so I apologize if I said anything wrong, and do give a like if you like it. Thank you so much.